Good morning. My name is Paul Dalzell. I am the worship coordinator of the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Charleston. Welcome all of you, our members, our friends, and if this is your first time here, we welcome you and thank you for joining us. What you will find here, I hope, is a community of people, all different, yet all united in the shared values of justice, equity, transformation, pluralism, interdependence, and generosity, all with love at the center, who will help you find the answers that are right for you. Please know that that we welcome you, whoever you are, and please join us in singing our welcome song. We sing it twice, and if you feel comfortable doing so, greet those around you with a smile, a nod, or a hello. The words are in your order of service and on the screen.
Whoever you are, we welcome you. Wherever you come from, we welcome you. Whomever you love, we welcome you. Whoever you are, we welcome you. Wherever you come from, we welcome you. Whomever you love, we welcome you.
Please check the insert in your order of service for goings on here at UUC this coming week and in the near future. We do have a few announcements that we'd like to share at this time. Neil Chakrabarty has begun his new to UU class last week. If you are fairly new to the congregation or Unitarian Universalism in general and would like to know more about who we are and what we believe, you should consider attending. Upon completion, you will be invited to become a member. There is an additional insert in the order of service with the dates and times that it is. And contact Neil. Throw a hand, Neil. There he is, if you are interested in attending. Also, UUC is hosting an interactive Rocky Horror Picture Show showing with call lines, props, and a costume contest. Refreshments will be available for purchase, and a love donation of $20 is requested. This performance is on October 18th this year. We are looking for volunteers for this fundraiser, so please contact Jamie Edwards if you're interested. And upcoming in November, on the November 8th, 7th and 8th, is the Witchy Weekend, which is always a good time. The Psychic Fair will be noon to 6 on Saturday the 8th. On the 7th is the Witches' Ball from 5 to 10. There will be ceremonies and rituals, live music, artisans and merchants, kids' activities, costume contest, and more. Also, Paul and Cassie ask if anyone is willing and able to cook for their rehearsal dinner for their upcoming wedding. So, if so, contact Paul Warren. Throw a hand, Paul. And now, as Maria lights our chalice, please join me in reading the words in your order of service. We light our chalice as a symbol of gratitude as we celebrate the abundance of our lives together. In this sanctuary, we harvest bushels of strength for one another and offer our crop with hands of compassion and generosity. In the authentic and gentle manner of our connections, we cultivate a simple sweetness to brighten our spirits. May we be grateful for the ways we nourish and uplift each other, for it is the sharing of this hallowed time together that sustain us. We come to this sanctuary, whether in person or virtually, to connect with our community, sharing our joys, our celebrations, our sorrows, our concerns, our peace, and our needs helps our community become closer and stronger. And that is the community we all need in these times. We have a joy for the beautiful weather and sunshine, and also celebrating the long life of Jane Goodall, who taught us that our chimpanzee cousins deserve respect and protection. I have a joy for this and all the communities we are a part of, for those who hold us close, those who care, those we care for. Concern for my niece, Jackie Lauterborn, who passed away. She lived hard and fast and was loved by many. Also saddened by the passing of Kelly Kent Hickman, wife of Levi and daughter-in-law of Sam and Betsy, Sam Hickman and Betsy Kent. Yeah. And an ongoing concern for all those who are unhoused and for the sad hearts of those who condemn them and make their lives harder. For all these joys and sorrows, both spoken and unspoken, may we remember shared joy is multiplied and shared sadness is diminished. Please join me in reading in unison our covenant to each other. Love is the spirit of our faith, and service its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. Our offering words today are a harvest of values. The harvest is not only what is grown in the fields, but also what is gathered in our hearts and minds. It is the wisdom gleaned from our experiences. It is the compassion cultivated through our connections. It is the justice sown through our struggles. We offer our gifts today as a testament to this understanding. We offer our abundance in whatever form it comes to sustain this community and the wider web of which we are a part. We give not from a place of obligation, but from a spirit of generosity, inspired by the knowledge that together we can do more good in the world than any of us can do alone. May these gifts and the love with which they are given enrich our shared ministry and help us bring forth a harvest of justice, equity, and compassion for all. Our meditation today is Within This Instant by Thomas Rhodes. Within the space of an instant, you can make a first impression, show gratitude, kiss, change your mind, wipe away a tear, live, and die. It only takes a minute to write a note, tell a joke, change a diaper, sing a song, or be still. Within an hour, you can share a meal, run an errand, make a cake, or make love, attend a parade, or balance your checkbook, sometimes. It takes a day to paint a room, feed a crowd, visit relatives, read a book, rest. If you commit a year, you can write a book, plant and harvest a crop, become a parent, change your life. And with your lifetime and with your life, you can and you will change the world. I'm not much of a gardener. My thumbs are far from green. I long ago quit trying to keep house plants. I've killed more than I like to admit. Did you know cacti will die if you don't water them? I do. I have been around gardeners all my life, though. Mom was one. She had a big garden and greatly enjoyed both tending it and reaping its fruits. And neighbors always had gardens. They were always trying to force tomatoes and such on me. I was often drafted as a kid to cut and string green beans. My ex-father-in-law, Ottawa Obadiah Cool, isn't that the best name ever? Had a huge garden, and they ate well from it. He would also always try to grow the hottest peppers possible, and then would can them and come at me with a spoon. Here, taste this. After the very first time I learned that a polite refusal was the only correct response, that man thought it was the height of humor to make you eat something disgusting that would light you up. He would practically roll on the floor laughing when he succeeded. And I have watched folks picking things from Sarah's garden in front of the office for months now. Every week, for a long while, people will range through it and leave with bounty. It never was a Paul thing, though. When I needed a topic for today's service, I asked Google what was significant about October 5th. I saw that the full moon tomorrow was called the harvest moon, which took me to Neil's beautiful song that Mike and the music makers performed so well for our offertory, and then the album of the same name, and even back to his classic album, Harvest, from 1972, which is filled with so many songs that have become staples in our lives. That got me to thinking about what we harvest in our lives. There are those who sow hatred and prejudice. They receive, strangely, both adulation and hostility, as we saw about a month ago. Others send acceptance and forgiveness out into the world. They often get the same back to them, or sometimes derision. Some get called woke. The dichotomy in our nation is amazing, isn't it? And may be the subject of a service in the not too far distant future. Half of us are terrified by the actions of ICE, the Immigration and Customs Enforcement, and the CBP, Customs and Border Patrol, and half are delighted by their actions. Actually, the latest polls show the divide to be more like 60-40. A June 2025 Quinnipiac poll shows 70% of Republicans approve of how ICE is doing its job, compared with 17% who disapprove. Among Democrats in the same poll, 89% disapprove and only 9% approve. Independents disapprove of ICE's performance by 64 to 32% margin. Overall, in that poll, the results were 56% opposed to 39% in favor. It was somewhat encouraging to see that we are, at least barely, in the majority, even if the makeup of our government does not show it. And by we, I mean those who stand on the side of love, not hate. Culturally, it seems to be between leftist and MAGA, although the real battle should be between the wealthiest 1% and all the rest of us. If you have any doubts about that, look into why that apartment building was really raided by ICE this past week. It was money. It seems as if about 40% of our neighbors at least passively sow some form of hate, whether it be racism, misogyny, or homo/transphobia. That is their garden to harvest. Ours, filled with our shared values of justice, equity, transformation, pluralism, interdependence, and generosity, all with love at the center, just like Sarah's bean teepee in her garden, that is a garden I will gladly partake from. So what does this analogy look like in real life? I can only guess what life is like for those who hate others just for being different. Although I don't approve of that mindset, I don't hate them. I just don't understand it. Shoot, like many of us, they may be family, friends, or at least acquaintances. I know I come across many in my day-to-day life. I've worked hard to create a bubble of like-minded people to surround myself with, but we all live in the world and we must inevitably interact with the 4 out of 10. And they are not all alike. Some may believe the take our jobs hype. Some were raised to hate by their parents, who were raised that way by their parents. For many, anyone who is different is to be feared, and fear leads to hatred. I went to high school and college with many of them. I know they can love. I know them for hard workers, fun to party with if you look like them, salt of the earth types. Maybe not deep thinkers, but often with insights one would not expect. No, I can't hate them. Again, there are not many in my bubble. I like diversity. I enjoy learning, seeing, and trying new things. I like meeting people who are different from me. Walking up to someone I don't know and striking up a conversation is one of my favorite things. I do it all the time. Some of those people are of the 40%, I'm sure. I don't fear strangers. They're only strangers until I get to know them. That doesn't mean I like the authoritarian turn our government is taking. I doubt I would get along with Stephen Miller or Russell Voigt, Kevin Roberts, or Paul Dans of Project 2025 fame, but I will still acknowledge their inherent worth and dignity. Barely. I really wish I had the answer as to how to bridge the divide in our country now. They don't trust us, we don't trust them. It doesn't help that our leaders are actively creating that divide. Having a president who speaks so vehemently against the radical left is not a bridge. But much smarter people than myself are trying to figure it out too, and we are still divided. Shoot, some of those smarter people are in the government, and it's shut down right now. So what do those people harvest? Again, I can only guess. First, those people, your average racist, misogynistic, homo/transphobes, are people. Even if they see us as woke trash, they are humans, with many of the same thoughts, fears, worries, and joys we share. They are struck by the beauty of a sunset, the wonder of a rainbow, and the joy of raising a child. They fall in and out of love. Sometimes they have to do the hard things just to make it. They are probably Christian or pay lip service to Christianity at least. And as so many country music songs tell us, they love their betrothed, their dogs, and their trucks. Again, as so many songs say, they feel sadness when love is lost or when the dog dies, and anger when they feel betrayed. It's all the hate they feel that might make the crop they harvest bitter, though. It may be because of programming and propaganda they consume, by choice in many cases, because it's easy to feel superior to others when you hate them. But it won't taste very good. Maybe not as bad as Aunt Cool's canned peppers, but not very pleasant. Next, let's talk about the greater 60%, or even the much lesser 0.25% of us who are Unitarian Universalists. As of 2020, 215,000 in number, spread over 1,000 congregations. I won't pretend to speak for everyone who stands idly by and does nothing against authoritarian overreach. I don't understand all those who don't take action, who don't speak up except on social media, those who would rather wring their hands in anguish than take action. I guess many of them don't believe anything will happen to them because it is not so far in their lives. I think their harvest may be disappointment mostly, at least for a while. I did see a report this week that they are harassing and detaining Black Americans in Chicago, and Trump has labeled Antifa a domestic terrorist threat. So your wonderful worship coordinator could be on a list just because of a sticker on my truck. If so, I will proudly reap that crop. But what about us as we go about our daily lives? Beyond when we show up for protests, write letters to our representatives, or give our fortune, time, or talents to feed the hungry, to help the homeless and the drug addicted. The more day in, day out stuff. What might we harvest when we just try to live by our shared values and our 7 principles? Let's look at those shared values one more time. You remember Jet Pig, They are justice, equity, transformation, pluralism, interdependence, and generosity, all with love at the center. Also remember, they are not just 6 words. Each has a covenant to go with them. For justice, we work to be diverse, multicultural, beloved communities where all feel welcome and can thrive. Equity, we declare that every person is inherently worthy and has the right to flourish with dignity, love, and compassion. Transformation, we adapt to the changing world. Pluralism, we are all sacred beings, diverse in culture, experience, and theology. Interdependence, we honor the interdependent web of all existence and acknowledge our place in it. And generosity, we cultivate a spirit of gratitude and hope. What might we harvest if we do our best to live by these values, all centered around love? If we work to make this and our greater diverse multicultural community a place where all feel welcome and able to thrive, I think we will feel a little less scared of the stranger, and we will harvest acceptance, and we too will feel more welcome. If we declare that every person, including ourselves, is inherently worthy and has the right to flourish with dignity, love, and compassion, we can expect to feel those things deep within us too. That would be a sweet fruit to enjoy, wouldn't it? If we accept adapting to the changes of the world, things like name changing and pronouns being more fluid, and we are, slowly, even us older folks eventually, then we won't feel as uncomfortable around those we didn't grow up around. And that is also a sweet harvest. I won't, however, accept watching our country transform into an authoritarian nation. That I will continue to fight against with all my being. Acknowledging that we are diverse in culture, experience, and theology will only make our lives richer. And honoring the interdependent web of all existence and acknowledging our place in it connects us to more beings and will help us leave the world a better place than we found it, ensuring a bountiful harvest for generations to come. And finally, cultivating a spirit of gratitude and hope. Being grateful is its own reward. And although it is difficult to feel hopeful in these times, having a hopeful spirit is possible. We can do that. Now the hard one. We need to try to center all of those things around love. It's hard not to hate what is happening in our country, isn't it? It's hard not to hate those responsible. When we look at the injustices, at the erosion of the rule of law, being conducted under the guise of making America great again, and then to realize that this is all about power and money, well, maybe disgust is appropriate, if not hate. And it's hard not to hate those who hate you, but it won't solve anything. It won't build any bridges. It won't heal our nation. My hope is for us to learn to have love at our center. If not for the architects of this push towards Christian nationalism, then at least for that 40%. If we can really keep love central to who we are, that will help heal our nation's woes. And keeping love at the center of all we do, keeping love at the center of all we do does sound like a nourishing crop, doesn't it? One that could keep us warm and fed during the cold months ahead. I invite you once again to rise in voice, body, or spirit. Thank you, Marge. Our last song for all, number 1073, The Earth is Our Mother. And Jamie, you want to,
Hey,
just in case you would like to, there are drums and things to
If you
beat
would
and
like,
shake.
just drum along. It doesn't matter if you have no rhythm. We'll deal with it if you have no rhythm. Just have fun. And we're going to sing the words that we have here. We're going to sing all 6 verses, which are very short. So. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her.
hey,
Oh, yanga, hey, yum, yum. Hey, yanga, oh, yanga, hey, yum, yum.
her sacred ground
We walk upon. With every step we take, her sacred ground we walk upon. With every step we take. Hey, yanga, ho, yanga, hey, yum, yum. Hey, yanga, ho, yanga, hey, yum, yum. The earth is our mother, she will take care of us. The earth is our mother, she will take care of us. Hey, yanga, ho, yanga, hey, yum, yum. Hey, yanga, ho, yanga, hey, yum, yum.
the
I
sky
is our Father, we will take care of him. The sky is our Father, we will take care of him.
Yanga,
Ho, yanga, hey, yum, yum. Hey, yanga, ho, yanga, hey, yum, yum.
the sky
He's our brother, we will take care of him. The forest is our brother, we will take care of him.
hey,
Yanga, ho, yanga, hey, yum, yum. Hey, yanga, ho, yanga, hey, yum, yum.
Keep it going.
the sea is our sister. We will take care of her. The sea is our sister.
We will take care of her. Hey, yanga, ho, yanga,
hey, yum, yum.
hey, yanga, ho,
Yanga, hey, yum, yum.
Our verses got a little messed up on the screen, so they're different from.
Our closing words today are the seeds of justice. Our service comes to a close, but our work in the world does not. We have contemplated what we harvest in our lives. Now let us commit to planting new seeds. Let us plant seeds of justice in the face of inequality. Let us plant seeds of compassion where there is hardship. Let us plant seeds of hope in the soil of despair. May we leave this place and cultivate a world where every harvest is shared, and to work for a harvest of love and justice for all. Please stay seated. Let's sing together one more time as I extinguish the chalice, ending our time together, our recessional.
Go now in peace, go now in peace. May the spirit of love surround you everywhere.